Hi everybody. I hope everybody's well. Thanks for tuning in to my channel and tuning into my new series starting with the month of October 2019. Now I know guys that is almost the end of October. I kind of started it late, but I will be doing these in the beginning of the months instead of the end. So, thank you for tuning in. As always, I do my readings with regular playing cards. Why? Because they're more friendlier to people who aren't used to the tarot, and I want people to feel comfortable, and I want people I want to invite people who normally don't get readings to be able to get readings and get the messages from spirit. So if you want to know more about how I do my readings with regular playing cards, you can check out one of my videos in my playlist. I explain it all there. And with that being said, we're gonna start into our next video, which is for Capricorn, October 2019. With that being said, oh, one more thing. In this reading today, I will be giving a bonus reading at the end of the reading for Capricorn, and I'll explain it to you at the end. Okay, so it'll be a surprise bonus reading as well. So with that being said, I want to start off by thanking Spirit for letting us be here today, thanking the universal God and all of our ancestors, our angels, to protect us during this reading, to bless us during this reading, to let the message flow through me to get to whoever needs to get to let it resonate with whoever needs to resonate with. And if it doesn't, at least for everyone to be able to get some type of message out of this reading. I want to put a wall and shield protection of everyone who is part of this reading, and to thank all of the positive entities that are in our lives, and for the good to all and harm to none. And with that being said, we're going to start our reading for October 2019 for Capricorn. Capricorn, the goat, the rock, the earth sign, Capricorn. If you know a Capricorn, or if you are a Capricorn, these are amazing, 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 amazing people. If your sun sign is Capricorn, or if you have Capricorn anywhere in your chart, you know Capricorn is literally the goat. Capricorn is like a goat. It is strong, unmovable. Capricorn is a leader. Capricorn is Capricorn is one of them type of people that can make a joke and everybody laughs, but then can shut you down so fast, like with no feelings behind it, all in the same sentence. Like Capricorn, if you know a Capricorn, you know an amazing person that will have your back and be like the rock to the whole family. So again, guys, this is a general reading. So this is just the overall reading for Capricorn for the month of October 2019. If you like to have more specific readings done for your sign, you can leave me a suggestion in a comment. I do comments. I do love and success and money and all types of things. So just leave the comments and I'll check them out, and I can do different kinds of readings for the different astrological signs, or I can do a personal reading for you as well. Just leave me your name and your birth date in the comments, and I will get back with you, okay? And with that being said, we're going to start this reading. So, Spirit, what is the first message that we have here for the goat? The earth sign, the first of the earth signs, Capricorn. And we have the 10. The 10 of Spades is our first card we have out here. Now, the 10 of Spades, like I always say, 10s are special cards because they have dual meanings. The 10, first of all, is kind of like a non-existent number in numerology, because 10s are a 1 and a 0. And in numerology, we deal with numbers 0 to 9. And every other number that you can ever think of up to gazillion is a combination of one of those 9 numbers. So when you're talking about 10, it's a 1 and a 0. So in the tarot that I use using cards in numerology, the 10 represents the 0. So we're talking about ciphering. We're talking about cycles when we're talking about the 10. Also, when we're talking about the 10, the other mystery behind the 10 is that it also represents the princess or the lady of the court. Because in the cards, as you know, we have the king, which is the older masculine figure. And then we have the jack, which is the younger masculine figure. And then we have the queen, right? That's the feminine figure. And then the princess is missing. The lady is missing, and she was replaced somewhere along the line, unfortunately, with the 10. So this also represents the princess or the lady of the court. So it does not have to be a female. It could just be someone with a young, youthful, divine, feminine quality. That could be you or someone in your life. Now, when we're talking about the spades, we're also talking about air signs. So we're talking about Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. We're also calling it, this is also a communication card. So this can be a representative of cycling of communications. This also can mean that you have a young lady, or you could be that young lady who is going to be bringing you some intellect, some knowledge. Also could be someone from your past, because we're talking about cycles. It could be an old love that's coming back into your life as well. So I don't know why this young feminine spirit is here in your reading, and what's going to be ciphering back into your life. What cycle will be coming back full circle? What's coming back full circle, Capricorn? So Spirit, show us what we have going on for Capricorn. What is this 10 doing here? And I know that at the end of each year, I notice that you get a lot of 10 cards because we're dealing with a lot of the end of a cycle, because we're ending the year. Okay, so what do we have for Capricorn? Spirit, why is this 10 here? Okay, and then we have the Jack card, another interesting card. The Jack of Spades is another spade card. So now we're talking about, it's so funny because it's almost like two twins here. When we're talking about the Jack, we're talking about the younger, divine, masculine, energy. We're talking about a young male energy, male or female, but a young masculine energy that's in your life. It could be you. It could be someone that's in your life. This is a communications card. So we're talking about an intellect. This is an air sign card as well. So again, we could be talking about Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini in your life. And we also could be talking about a younger masculine entity, a younger masculine energy in your life who is very, very good at communicating. We're talking about the Jack of Spades. We're talking about that guy who has the young guy that you know, or it could be you, that has the gift of gab. We're talking about somebody who's very, very intelligent. They have a lot of intellect. Usually they're wiser beyond their years. They usually are that kind of guy that really kind of gets along with everybody. He can talk his way into anything, talk his way out of anything. And it's so funny because you also have that 10 communication card. So communication is a big thing, it looks like, for you this month, in this month of October, Capricorn. So these are like twins, because we have, again, the 10 who represents the princess or the lady of the court, and then we have the Jack who represents the young man or the prince of the court. So these two are like two young brother and sisters who are like, you would think of like Willow and Jaden Smith. Like, they're smart, super, super smart. They're wise. They can talk, their communication skills are crazy. And these are the kind of people that look like are somewhere in your life right now. I don't know who they can be. Like I said, they could actually be an actual brother or sister that's related to you. But again, these are not talking about actual male and female all the time. It could be just someone who possesses these qualities. It could be someone older in your life. It could be an aunt or an uncle or someone like that, or a close friend to the family, or anyone that you know that just possesses that. You ever have that aunt or that uncle that are like older, but they act like really, really young? They just have a youthful spirit. So that also can represent people like that as well. And it looks like they have some messages for you this month, Capricorn. Capricorn, I know you're not the most talkative person. You're like the what do they call it? The quiet, silent type, yeah, you got to open up your mouth this month, Capricorn. This is the month to try to break out of your little shell. I know you guys, you can be, it's funny with Capricorns because they're very social. They can be social. It's not like they're complete introverts. They're social. I know you guys are social. You don't mind going to a party, but at the party, you got to talk. You can't be just like chilling, when you're playing, when you're out, doing something with your friends. Just don't be there. Like, communicate. You know what I mean? And especially when it comes to anybody that you may run into that's maybe of a younger, youthful spirit, male or female, especially if they're air sign. That's what it's showing to me, because they probably have something really important or really good to tell you this month. Capricorn, that's what Spirit's showing right now. So the next card we're going to pull, Spirit, what else? What are these two younger, youthful energies who seem as though they're really, really super smart, hanging around with Capricorn this month? Let's see. Spirit, what do we have? Wow. The Ace of Clubs. This is something. The Ace representing the one. The Ace. A1, as they say, right? Everybody know about A1 sauce? Ace number one, right? That's a saying. So when you're talking about the ace, we're talking about the number one. We're talking about number one, we're talking about knowledge. Knowledge. And Capricorn, you got a lot of knowledge. All Capricorns possess a plethora of things they're knowledgeable about. And then we're also talking about, it could be a fire sign when we're talking about whoever is bringing you some knowledge, or maybe someone you need to bring some knowledge to. We're talking about, it could be a fire sign. So we're talking about Aries, we're talking about Leo, we're talking about Sagittarius. When I see that Ace card with the knowledge, and I see in clubs for you, Spirit is telling me, Capricorn, this is mostly, it doesn't have so much necessarily to do with somebody who has a fire sign. This is more so about you bringing some knowledge to create. Because when we're talking about fire sign, we're talking about things happening. We're talking about bringing forth things. We're talking about sparking things up, ideas, imagination. And we're talking about pushing things forward. We're talking about creating things, creativity. And Capricorn, you're a really good worker. You're somebody who can get something. You could show them something once, and the Capricorn's like, you only got to show them once and they got it. But they're not always... they can be creative, but they definitely need, I think, something to go off of. So it looks like Spirit is saying, use all that knowledge that you have and create something. Create something new in your life. Go back maybe to an old project that you were working on that you just got stuck and you got like some type of blockage. Go into the books and crack those books open, crack open Google, and get the knowledge on something that you were trying to do or something that you would like to do that has to do of a creative nature. And we're talking about creativity, and we're talking about creating something. It could be anything from creating a baby to creating a song to creating a new recipe to creating, to painting a house. Creation is like a gazillion. It could be a gazillion things, but you can, Capricorn, get stuck because you're an earth sign, and earth signs tend to can get just like stuck in a certain place, just like a rock. You know what I mean? It's good to be a rock when when you're unmovable and you're sticking to your guns, but when you have to push forward and when there's something that needs to be done, it's not always good to be like a rock. So you got to get some motivation, and I think using your knowledge or gaining some more knowledge on it will help some of that creativity flow in your life, Capricorn. Okay, so we're talking about being creative this month, Capricorn. We're talking about being more communicative this month. Some things that you're not 100% on, Capricorn, especially you Capricorn guys. The girls are a little bit better. Sorry guys, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, let's see this next card for Capricorn. And we have, it's so funny, right after that ace, we have the Two of Diamonds. The Two of Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. Our girl's best friend. So we're talking about the two. We're talking about wisdom. We're talking about wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. And it's so funny because all this is connecting here, Capricorn, for you this month, this reading. So when we're talking about the Two of Diamonds, we are talking about wisdom when it comes to all earthly things. And this also can be just representing the wisdom within you as well, because it's also the diamonds represents those earth signs: Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay, so we're talking about the Two of Diamonds. This could very well represent you, all that wisdom that you possess, and it comes from your patience. It comes from all the knowledge that you have, and it comes from just you being you, Capricorn. So what I'm seeing for you so far this month is that you have some younger people in your life. It looks like a brother and sister team almost type of thing going on. Somebody who's youthful, who's younger, who wants to communicate with you. They want to send you some messages. They want to talk to you, and you gotta engage in the conversation, because whatever they have for you is going to be important. Information is information. It's always good to communicate, good or bad. It's what you do with that information, that makes it good or bad. So you want to keep an open mind and talk and communicate this month. And then that can actually probably bring you to a place where you're getting some creative things flowing in your life, for this month of October, Capricorn. You could be getting that knowledge, that communication from these two guys here could be very well bringing that knowledge that you need to get your creative juices flowing. And then to top it off, here you go right here, the diamonds, the earth sign card, and that wisdom is coming in. So after you get that knowledge, here you go coming out with lots of wisdom with whatever you're going to create this month. And I think this is a great season to be creative, because regardless of what you believe in, or what your tradition or culture is, what your faith is, this is definitely a time of year to create, because it's the end of the year, holiday season, and it's just a different energy around this time of year, and I think it's a great time to create. I really, really do. And like to set something off to end the year with, to end the year with a good note. So this is going to be the last card I read for Capricorn, guys. And Spirit, I just want to tell you, thank you so much for protecting us and guiding us through this reading, and to give me the last message that we have here for Capricorn for October 2019. What do we have? Spirit, what's the last message that you want to give us? And the last message Spirit is giving us is the 4. Oh, wow. This is interesting. The 4 of clubs, guys. This is so interesting. So when we're talking about the 4, we're talking about freedom. We're talking about culture freedom. We're talking about freedom, baby. What's better than freedom? What's better than having your freedom? What's better than exploring freedom? And then again, we have it in the club. So we're talking about fire signs again. We're talking about either some fire signs, or just like I said, something that needs to get popping in your life, so pushing forth some things, making things happen, having some creativity in your life. And it looks like to me you'll find freedom in that. Whatever you're going to create, possibly with the fire sign, guys, Capricorn, it's going to make you feel free. You're going to have a sense of freedom behind it. You're going to feel like, finally I finished this project or something. You're going to feel like, oh, that felt so good. Like I feel so free, whatever it is. So this is great, guys. So just to recap everything, like I said, don't forget to be communicative this month. Scorpio, open your mouth. Come on, don't sit in the corner at the party, at the Christmas party, at the holiday party. Don't be at your job, sitting at your desk, eating your cheese sandwich. Get around and talk, especially if it's some younger ones, because they have a good message for you. And they're going to be bringing some knowledge. Or either they're going to be sparking something they're going to give you some information that you need to get some knowledge on. So you can spark something up this month. Get creative. Get messy. I noticed that Capricorns are super neat. Get a little messy this month. Get a little messy. Because sometimes messiness can bring forth creativity. And then you have the 2. Here you go. That earth sign card, that 2 of diamonds, that wisdom that you have. That old wise man and old wise woman. You are a Capricorn. Are you Capricorns? I don't care how young you are and how young you think you are. You're an old wise one. Okay, so this is just you right here. And to cap everything off, you're going to have such a good sense of freedom this month of October after you get that creativity out, after you finally get those communications flowing. Get that knowledge on whatever it is that you've been working on and let it happen, let it flow, and then get that freedom. You're going to feel so, so, so good. Nothing is better than freedom. Nothing is better than freedom. Like, that's what we fight for every day, liberation and freedom. So this is beautiful, guys. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading. And I'm so happy to have done this for you today, Capricorn. Capricorn, thank you so much. Now, as I said before, this is going to be a bonus reading, okay? So this is something new I'm doing, guys. So what I'm going to be doing is, in addition to my regular readings with the astrological signs, I'm going to add in a small bonus reading for those who requested. And I had a request by Elizabeth G. I'm not sure what her last name is. I know her last name, but I really can't pronounce it, and I don't want to screw it up. So Elizabeth G. We are going to do a reading for you today. And Elizabeth G is a Libra like me. Hey, Elizabeth. And her birthday is in September. Elizabeth, she is a Libra. Elizabeth, you have a life path number of 7. 7, the God number. Lucky number 7, Elizabeth. That's awesome. 7s can also be loners. And I would like to say to you, Elizabeth, have faith. Elizabeth was asking about her future for the rest of 2018. So, Spirit, I'm going to ask you to bring me the message that Elizabeth G needs for the rest of 2019. She's a Libra. Her birthday is in September. I'm not going to put all your information out, Elizabeth. And we need to know, what does her future lie? Now, Elizabeth, this is going to be a short one since this is a bonus reading. If you want more, anything that's more extended, we would have to connect personally, and I can give you my information, okay? But this is for Elizabeth G. Spirit, what do we have for Elizabeth G in her future for 2019? Okay, so... And a card just flew out, Elizabeth. So what does that mean? Elizabeth, this is the first thing I saw, baby. Do you see that? That is the 4. Again, freedom, the 4 of hearts. So we're talking about water signs, Elizabeth. We're talking about Pisces. We're talking about Cancer. We're talking about Scorpio. Okay, so it could be a water sign in your life. We're talking about love. We're talking about hate. We're talking about emotions. We're talking about any type of thing that's dealing with the emotions. We're talking about going deep. We're talking about that heart card. Deep, 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 deep inside that heart chakra. Okay? And we're talking about freedom. You're getting some type of freedom when it comes to your emotions. Maybe you're having a breakthrough. A lot of times people say you have to have a breakdown to have a big breakthrough. I don't know what you're going through, but it looks like you're having some freedom when it comes to love. Maybe you're gaining somebody in your life who just makes you feel so free. Maybe you're getting out of a relationship. It could be a love relationship, or it could be a relationship with a friend or a family member, and you're like, my God, like, freedom, you know what I mean? Freedom, you know. So somewhere in your future lies some emotional situation where you'll be getting some freedom, some freedom. Freedom. It's nothing like freedom. Is it, Elizabeth? Guys, come on, we're just talking about freedom. So it's nothing like freedom. It's nothing like being able to let go and let God and be able to move on with your life, you know? Regardless if it's something good coming or ending to something that wasn't so good. It's nothing like having freedom. Okay, Spirit, so what is the next thing we have here for Elizabeth for the rest of her future in 2019? We have, you see that? The Jack of Clubs. So we're talking about maybe a young male masculine figure in your life, male or female, but this person possesses a young guy, young masculine quality. The Prince of the Court is what the Jack represents. We're talking about maybe possibly a fire sign. So we're talking about, it could be an Aries, it could be a Leo, or it could be a Sagittarius, a young, youthful, divine, masculine energy in your life. Okay, so I don't know if you're getting your freedom because this person is coming into your life or because they're leaving, but this is what Spirit looks like it's telling us. So I'm gonna get one last card for you, Elizabeth, for this bonus reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and hanging in there with me. Like I said, this is how we're gonna be doing it for here on out. I will be adding in these bonus readings, so make sure you leave me a message in a comment if you want me to do this for you. I have no problem, guys. I'm here for you. Okay, especially everybody that's tuning into this first part of my series, okay? I thank you so much for your support. So, Spirit, what's the last card that we have for Elizabeth J for the rest of her future in 2019? What do we have here? Okay, what do we have? What do we have? You see that, Elizabeth? Do you see that too? Do you see that? Two of Clubs. So we're talking about, again, a fire sign. And we're talking about two. We're talking about wisdom. We're talking about some wisdom. So you're going to get some wisdom in your future. Something's going to come around and you're going to have a aha, I get it now moment. You know what I mean? You're going to be gaining some wisdom, or somebody's going to, or some young, youthful guy, some fiery guy with a fire sign is going to be coming around you, giving you some wisdom, or putting you onto something that's going to give you a little bit of wisdom. I don't know. You'll know this if this resonates with you, Elizabeth, and I hope that it does. But we're talking about wisdom, and we're talking about some fire signs again. So look out for those Aries around you. Look out for those Leos and Sagittarius is around you, especially if it's somebody who has a youthful, masculine type energy about them. And like I said, it doesn't have to be male or female, because I know some females who have masculine qualities. You know how that is. So, and this has nothing to do with sexuality. It's just like some people are more masculine, some people are more feminine. That's just how it is. So look out for someone who has that, who is either, and like I said, again, it could be someone who's older. It could be an older male also with the very youthful, like, masculine quality, like a younger, like it seems like they're just a younger person. So this is what you have to, so you really got to have an eye, and only you know, because when things resonate with you, Spirit's going to say, oh, remember, it's going to come right to you. So make sure you look out for a young masculine energy, is a young masculine spirit in your life who's going to be possibly a fire sign, and definitely it's going to be sparking some creativity and some fire in your life, and it's going to be giving you some wisdom. What's better than that to end your year off to say, oh, I learned something, you know, I'm completely wise with this now. Let's start 2020. Let's go. And then of course, freedom of the heart, guys. Again, Elizabeth, this is your reading. This is your bonus reading for your future for the rest of 2019. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I want you guys to please hit those like buttons. It helps so much. Please subscribe. Hit the notification button. Leave a comment. Tell me what you want to hear. Tell me about some topics. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what you want to see, what you don't want to see. Unless it's that you don't want to see me. Don't say that. But keep it nice, keep it cute. Leave in the comments. If you want a bonus reading done right here in one of my videos, leave me your name and your birthday, and I will give you a bonus reading and a question. Okay? Don't forget. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and I will see you next time.